Morning guys, it is 7:30 a.m. and today is horse riding day. So my mom has a lesson that she has to teach on flame. So today is going to be a tack up and a little bit of ride with me. My mom will be the one riding flame. I might get a little bit of footage of that. But ultimately it's going to be how we prepare Flame for the riding lesson and get him ready so that the student is safe on him and they both enjoy time riding together. And Flame is 35 years old. He is an Arabian, we think, but not quite as Arabian as Dalamar. He has a little bit longer back. So he's a tad bit sway-backed, but the kid riding him is probably no more than 75 pounds, so it's not a lot of pressure to be putting on his back. And my mom has been riding since she was about 13. She really knows what she's doing, so she's not hurting him while she's warming up Flame and making sure that his brain is focused on what's being asked of him and that he won't hurt the student. He was actually a kid's horse before we got him. A friend of ours who he belongs to was looking for a horse that she could ride and that her grandkids could ride that was really safe and everything. His name was Brownie back then. He's now been renamed Flame. He's been that way for a while and he knows his name. Got a little bit of attitude, as all Arabians do. But before we head out to the barn, we have to go feed Dalamar and Merlin, and then I also have to take Oliver out before we hop on in the car and head out. But I'm excited to take you along with us. Let's go. Alright everyone, so we are out to feed Merlin. Apparently it froze last night. There's a little bit of frost on his hay. So we gotta feed Merlin, who is eagerly awaiting his food. So I'm gonna feed Merlin and then I may give you guys a little bit of close-up pictures of him. But as you can tell, he's very impatient to get breakfast. Little piglet, as we call him, because we'll do anything for food and treats. Enjoying his breakfast. You want to say hello to the camera, huh? Hi. Come here. Let me see your nose. No, you want breakfast. Okay. So we will let him enjoy his breakfast. We gotta finish filling up his water, and then we're gonna go out and feed Dalamar. Eventually, I hope to do a riding video with Merlin, but that will be a little more complicated because there's a lot we have to work on with this little one. Before leaving the barn, I made sure to give Merlin a treat, and then it was off to Dalamar. You must have a pretty big itch. Oh, do you not like the camera? Well, we're out with Dalamar. We gotta give him breakfast. Just had to bust the ice that covered his water. We had to do the same out for Merlin. We're gonna give him
Utah in the fall.
Yes, welcome to Utah in the fall. We're gonna be giving him, what is this again?
Alfalfa pellets.
So alfalfa pellets, some senior feed, and a couple of supplements because he is an old man. He is 26.
26. He's an old man. But he's a good old man.
So we're going to finish feeding him, and then it is out to the barn. Just like Merlin, I made sure Dalamar got a treat too. so now we are brushing off Flame. Sorry for the funky angle. I was filming this myself. I don't have a camera crew with me, but we made sure to get him clean and all set up so that the saddle wouldn't rub during the lesson, so that he would be comfortable. And let me just say, this pony does collect dust. He's the color of dirt. But we got him nice and clean, and then it was on to his feet. So his feet were pretty bad. Had to speed this up because it was tough to get through. But managed to clean out this foot. He does have thrush, so I put some thrush buster in his foot just to help get rid of the thrush. And then it was on to his back foot, cleaning that out. Same deal with the other 4 feet, but his feet were incredibly tough to get clean, but we managed. Now I'm brushing out his tail. He doesn't have a tail quite like Merlin, but now we've got some funny faces that Flame decided to pull while we were wiping off his belly. My mom was wiping him off, and I started noticing he was making funny faces, so I had to get a couple of clips of this for you guys, but he's kind of a dork. He's an old man, like I said earlier, but just kept stretching his head out, wiggling his lip, looking really dorky. Thought I would zoom out so you could see more of what he was doing, the wiggle lip, stretching out, and everything else. More wiggle lip. He was just being very cute and at the same time very obnoxious. Alright, so now we're in the tack room after grooming Flame off. Flame is a little moody today. Sometimes he gets a little mouthy. Likes to try and see what he can get away with. So we're gonna tack him up and get him ready for the lesson. So here is a little before and after clip of him before he's tacked up and then after, and I wanted to give you guys a little bit of close-up look at his hackamore. He has a medical reason that he uses one. Before the lesson, like every other lesson, my mom gets on Flame just to make sure that he doesn't have any legitimate gripes before the lesson, so that he is well-behaved, or as well-behaved as he is going to be when my mom's student gets on to ride. And Flame was having quite a bit of attitude on this day. He was trying to see what he could get away with, didn't really want to walk, just kept trying to trot, or this weird in-between gait. Trying to get him to relax and just do what he's asked. But he was determined and very stubborn and just kept doing this weird little in-between trot walk thing. And just trying to get him to listen, get him to respect the hackamore. We thought to check the hackamore. In some cases, we thought it might have been the bridle, but really we soon determined that it was just Flame being Flame. And here we have Flame being stubborn and trying to do some evasive attempt at side passing. But after we got done, we decided to let my mom's student ride, and of course Flame was a perfect angel. But of course that was only because it was my mom's student doing the riding. So because I do not have permission to do footage of the actual lesson from the student's mother or him, I just did some recall work with Oliver around the horses in the main barn. And he did overshoot a little bit, but he turned around and he focused on me. And then this is a clip from a couple days ago. Dagny is turned out in an open field that has a lot of cockleburs. So this is just a clip of me brushing his face after I got the cockleburs out, and he was thoroughly enjoying the attention. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to give you guys a new video soon.